Oh, you thought you've seen every cringe-worthy moment from Blake Lively on talk shows? Oh honey, you're so wrong. Not even close. And guess what? I'm not here to regurgitate those tired, overplayed clips you've already memorized. No, I went full detective mode, digging deep into the vault of Blake's greatest hits. The most bizarre, awkward, and downright unhinged interviews you never knew you needed in your life. Get ready to be shocked, horrified, and maybe even question how she managed to keep her job after some of these. Seriously, how did she get away with this for so long? Some of these moments are so cringy, I had to hit pause just to recover and question my life choices. You probably remember the time she made that classic joke about Ryan Reynolds' very graphic Deadpool scenes scarring their daughter for life. Oh yeah, because nothing says family-friendly talk show material quite like traumatizing your kid with R-rated superhero moments. Pure gold, right?
And it's kind of torture these days because I'm on a plane and everywhere I look, every screen is my husband in a sex montage throughout the holidays with another woman because everybody wants to watch Deadpool on the plane. Everyone. But like for 14
That's
hours having
awkward.
your husband having like mashed potatoes eaten out of his butt.
Celebrity Insider News. That's nothing compared to what's coming up next. Let's start with that annoying main character energy. Always out here trying to convince us she's the smartest person in the room, when in reality, it mostly just comes off as snobby and self-absorbed. Like, what's the deal? Is she always this condescending, or is she just having a particularly "I'm so much better than you" day? Enter the moment where she drops the mention of Guinness cake, as if it's some universally known delicacy. Now I get it. Not everyone knows what it is, but instead of calmly explaining, she acts like she's been hit with the ultimate betrayal. How could anyone not know this? The eye rolls? Oh, the eye rolls. They're practically a full-on performance. The attitude? So thick you could cut it with a knife. And don't even get me started on the disrespect in her voice. Like we're all just supposed to bow down for not having the exclusive knowledge of Guinness cake. It's giving, how dare you peasants not know about this cake? I mean, come on. The commentators were living for her meltdown, and of course the people weren't here for it either. They tore her apart, calling her arrogant, condescending, and honestly just super annoying. Is it really so shocking that not everyone's heard of Guinness cake? I don't think so, Blake, but thanks for making it seem like a national crisis. And if you thought that moment was just a one-off, out-of-touch stumble, oh honey, let me tell you, it only gets worse from here. Buckle up. And here's the thing. When you remember the context of Leighton's life, that joke Blake tried to make, it doesn't come off as funny. It just feels downright cruel. Like, was there even a punchline? When you realize the reality behind it, that moment stops being awkward and starts feeling unnecessarily mean. At best, it was wildly insensitive. At worst, it was a calculated move to dig the knife in a little deeper. Not great, Blake. Not great. But, oh no. Blake wasn't finished embarrassing Leighton. In the very same interview, she somehow thought it would be hilarious to refer to her Gossip Girl co-stars as pet monkeys. You know, just in case there was any doubt that Blake was actively trying to make Leighton uncomfortable, real classy move. Oh, and then there's the hair comment. When Leighton casually mentioned that she was cast as a brunette, because that's literally how it was in the books, Blake didn't miss a beat to take a low blow. Seriously, Blake? Take a breath and maybe chill out. It's starting to look like you're just trying to be a walking disaster at this point. This moment is painful to watch, but not for the reasons you might think. Blake isn't being rude or intentionally awkward. She's just so completely out of it that it's almost like she forgot she was at an interview, and not like getting her groceries checked out. So, the interviewer asks her this deep, thoughtful question about her role in It Ends With Us, and how it tackles powerful themes for women, plus the responsibility men have in these situations. Sounds like the perfect time for a serious, meaningful answer, right? Well, not according to Blake. Instead, she drops a robotic, emotionless response that's so flat, it could be the script for a tutorial video on how to give the most generic answer possible. Honestly, it sounds like she's reading from a teleprompter in her head, like she barely even grasped the question. This wasn't just a casual topic, it was about men's accountability in these scenarios, something that deserved a thoughtful, reflective response. But Blake? Oh no, she just shrugs it off like she didn't even consider the complexity of it. And sure, maybe Blake was trying to pivot the focus back to Lily's story, because, you know, it's all about the character, right? But the way she said it, it was like she completely missed the depth of the conversation and just skimmed the surface like she was bored of the whole thing. But wait, there's more. This cringy train doesn't stop here. Blake just keeps embarrassing herself on TV like it's her full-time job. Blake Lively has never been shy about admitting that she's not exactly going to be headlining Broadway anytime soon. She's not the most talented singer or dancer, and she's definitely not afraid to make sure we all know it. Honestly, we get it, girl. Humility is a vibe. But here's the weird part. It's not just that she can't sing or dance, it's the fact that she's practically bragging about having zero talent and still being in the choir. Like, is this the part where you admit you're a Nepo baby and wear it as a badge of honor? Because that's sure what it sounds like. Congrats, Blake. You've just confessed to being in a choir because of who you know, not what you know. How inspiring. But hey, if you've ever wondered what it's like to work with Blake Lively, this interview is a pretty solid preview. The whole vibe, let's just say it's not exactly making us want to jump at the chance to share a project with her. The self-awareness is real, but the humility? Not so much.
Chemistry between Lily and Atlas, it's firework. It's undeniable. What made it so easy to fall in love on screen?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, we didn't really talk about it.
You could tell her.
I mean, I could tell you it's...
You could say like really nice things.
I'm just a really good actor, you know? I'm a really good actor. Everything was really challenging with Blake.
He had a mirror.
The vibe was already off. But then Brandon goes and drops the line that has everyone screaming. Everything was really challenging with Blake. Wait, hold up. Did Brandon just low-key confirm that working with Blake Lively was a total nightmare? Because that's sure what it sounded like. You could literally feel the tension in the air and Blake's awkward little laugh. Oh, that was a straight-up damage control move. I mean, if you're laughing off something that awkward, you're definitely trying to make it seem less excruciating than it actually is.
I worked with her husband Ryan several years ago, so I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And you know, and thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah, we got the body language experts analyzing this right now. How quickly do you...
Don't touch me.
Sophie Flay, a respected entertainment journalist, was just doing her job when she got caught in what's probably one of the most humiliating interviews of her career. So here's the situation. Instead of engaging in a normal conversation like a decent human being, Blake Lively just straight up ignored Sophie. It was so bad that Sophie later admitted the whole experience made her seriously consider quitting journalism altogether. And if you thought that was just a one-time thing, oh no, baby, Blake wasn't finished. In yet another interview, when asked what she would recommend to someone who wanted to talk to her about the violent themes of her movie, she responded with one hand on her hip, like she was auditioning for a role in a high school drama.
Want to tell you about their lives. So if someone understands the themes of this movie, comes across you in public, and they want to really talk to you, what's the best way for them to be able to talk to you about this? How would you recommend they go about it?
Like asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share. Or I could just location share you and then we could...
How tone deaf do you have to be to joke about something like that? For so many people, It Ends With Us isn't just some book or movie. It's their reality. They're living those heartbreaking, gut-wrenching situations every single day. But Blake? Well, for her, it's just a chance to launch her brand, flaunt pretty dresses, and pretend she's some sort of deep, introspective voice on women's issues. But hey, if you're here for all the celebrity drama and can't get enough of these wild moments, hit that subscribe button and stick around for the next video. Trust me, you're gonna love it.